Fili and Kíli were likely born and raised in the Blue Mountains. Fili, the eldest of the two, was born in 2859, with Kíli being born in 2864, making him 5 years younger than his brother. Their mother, Dís, is the younger sister of Thorin, making the brothers his nephews, or rather, in Tolkien terms, his sister sons. Since Thorin is unmarried and has no children of his own, this makes Fili his heir as king of Durin's folk. Welcome to Nerd of the Rings. Today, we're continuing our trek through the Dwarves of Erebor with brothers Fili and Kíli. Now this will be a much shorter video than our previous Dwarven installments, as Fili and Kíli were much younger than the rest of the company. In fact, at the time of the Quest of Erebor, Fili and Kíli are the youngest of the company by at least 50 years. Fili is 82 and Kíli is 77. By comparison, Gimli, who is considered too young for the quest, was 62 at the time. When the brothers arrive at Bag End, they are both wearing blue hoods and play small fiddles later in the evening. Throughout the adventure, they are nearly always mentioned together. Being the youngest and having the keenest eyes, they are often chosen for specific tasks, such as scouting ahead to find shelter in the Misty Mountains, Fili throwing the rope to snag the boat on the other side of the Enchanted River in Mirkwood, and being paired with Balin and Bilbo in scouting the front gate of Erebor. The two are also paired with Bilbo when they find the rough steps leading up the mountain to the secret door. Typically in this series, this is where I would turn to the films for additional backstory just out of interest. But there really isn't much to add from the films with Fili and Kíli. Just that, according to Richard Armitage, Thorin considers them to be his family, as he has no children of his own.
You think that's funny? You think a night raid by orcs is a joke?
We didn't mean anything by it.
Oh, and apparently in the movies, Kíli likes the beardless ladies. But don't even get me started on the whole Kíli Tauriel thing. I have my limits, people.
I could have anything down my trousers.
Ugh. Yep. That made it into a Tolkien adaptation, folks. Let's get back to the book, shall we? Now, as we're all aware, Fili and Kíli die in the Battle of Five Armies. However, their book deaths are, in my opinion, far superior to their film ones. After Bilbo wakes from being knocked out, we learn that Thorin became mortally wounded during the battle. We also discover, to directly quote the book here, Fili and Kíli had fallen, defending him with shield and body. Tragically, the line of Thror comes to its end with the deaths of Thorin and his sister sons, Fili and Kíli. Like I said, we knew this would be a shorter one, guys, and it's not exactly a happy one either. Next up, we'll either have Glowing and Oin, or Bifur, Bofur, and Bomber. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the poll that'll decide which one comes next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Nerd of the Rings.